Hey guys, Zul'jin here. Welcome back to the Dawn of Man. We're heating up the furnaces today. We are smelting copper. That's right, we are in the Copper Age, and we're actually about to get to the Bronze Age. But I thought this was a great animation. So, you need mud that you can harvest from the rivers here in order to put these little things together. And this is the way that you smelt copper. It's pretty interesting, in fact. You take the raw copper that you can get from mines. I can show you where those are at. You'll see mines around the map. I believe these are the ones that take copper ore. So yeah, you can mine them just like any other old node as long as you have the technology done. And when you do, you can put a few things together. If you go into the build and metallurgy, that's one thing that you unlock. You'll see that they have these pit furnaces, and that's what we're working with here. You also have a charcoal pit and the copper mines that you can set up along with a metalsmith. So the charcoal pit is located a little bit over here, and it's basically designed to just make charcoal from wood. So it takes 3 logs to make 6 charcoal. Pretty easy, huh? Now, as you start going and clearing more land for your village, you'll notice that you start taking out quite a lot of the trees. And you do have trees in a renewable resource. These are service trees that you can get from farming. So let's take a look at the knowledge tree that I've got so far. And we're in the Copper Age. So when you start getting a little bit along the lines of the technologies, you'll get animal domestication, which we've already got all the way out to cattle domestication. And with the transportation, you'll also get donkey domestication and the wheel, which allows you to make these cool little carts. All along here, you have the domestication of different types of plants, and through there, you can do farming, which is pretty cool. And there's not enough place for animals, but I do have a stable that's being made. It's just not quite ready yet. What are we waiting for? Straw. So straw is one of these resources that's a little bit hard to come by. You actually need to be able to harvest fields. And these are some of the plants that I already have. To do that is quite easily, to tell you the truth. All you have to do is go into the plant tab, and you can select anything that you want to make. Service trees we saw earlier. There's also pear trees. We could do flax and rye, barley, all sorts of things. So just to show you how this works here, let's go ahead and put a little patch of that, bam, right there. And you can do it just like that. And it'll just turn that into farmland, and they'll start working on it. Now, it takes seasons to grow, like naturally. We have all of this. And this is pretty much ready. Well, almost ready to harvest, I believe. The only option is remove, but the harvest is set for a work area here, so it should be fine. And when they harvest these up, we do get the hay or the straw, and that's what helps to feed the animals, which we have a lot of, and also to make all of these huts. For a little while, anytime that a merchant was coming, or a trader was coming, I was grabbing it. But the way the traders work is they kind of work off of what you have available most of the time. And look, here's one of the carts now. This is our own little cart and donkey. This is a donkey that we domesticated out in the wild. You got to get young ones to domesticate them. And then you can build the carts under the transportation tab, and they help people transport goods back and forth. It's pretty neat. So I got an animal bone and a few chuck roast right there, man. It's actually a pretty good system. Not everybody uses the carts. Like, sometimes I notice the carts being idle. I think maybe if I made a few more, it would be okay. But right now, since I'm having trouble keeping the animals fed and sheltered, I'm thinking that I should just lay off. What'll happen is when you start getting low on resources to be able to feed them, or it comes time for winter, they'll just start slaughtering them. You know, you can click on any animal at any time, and there's a slaughter command for it. They'll take care of it. But if you use Primal Vision and you look around, you can see that there's baby animals all over the place. You'll see here, like, this is an adult female, and this is an adult female. But right here, this is a young female boar. So we can capture this, and sooner or later we'll just come out and try to capture it. And like I said, if for some reason we can't feed them, we'll just slaughter them and we can use it for food, which you can see our stockpiles right here. We don't have a whole lot of fish. I don't know what's wrong with my tribe. We don't fish a whole lot. But meat, man, we do some crazy hunting. And what's crazy is we get a ton of bones as well. And bones we no longer use for any kind of tools. If we take a look at knowledge right here, you'll see that the only thing that we use bones for that I can see right now are bone tools. And we have copper tools that we're making right now. Hell, we had stone tools, like flint tools, a long time ago. And next will be bronze. And then after that will be iron and eventually steel. So that's going to be pretty crazy. But that's what we're working on right here to unlock the Bronze Age. Now, when I unlocked the Copper Age, it warned me. It said that raiders would start coming in. And before I unlocked the Copper Age, every once in a while I had 1 or 2 raiders show up. But now with the Copper Age unlocked, I've been getting much more than that. So I think what we need to do here is just let some time pass so that we can get enough materials to get our stables done. And then we might have to suit up for a fight here as we develop points for our knowledge unlocks. So you can see here, they're harvesting, and what's left behind is the straw. And that's what we're going to use basically to put together the rest of our structure. And you can speed this up a little bit and you'll see that they just take care of it and they just transport it off along with the stuff that they need. Moving that straw along. I love that we employ the kids to do menial tasks like this. Absolutely amazing. And they store it on the little straw poles and stuff, which we're going to use almost immediately anyway. So we're bringing the last bit of straw in. And we should start putting it together now. There we go. And we'll have another stables for our animals so they can survive the winter. And here we go. It's coming up pretty nice here. Coming up pretty nice. This is going to be our stables. Altogether, this thing fits quite a bit of animals. And it's done. It's done. Good job, ladies. Thank y'all very much. So we could fit quite a bit of animals and feed in here. And the trader just arrived. Let's take a look, shall we? What do you have for trade, ma'am? Oh, look. See, she does carry some straw here. So we're going to go ahead and buy that. She also has goats for sale. We don't need goats. Sometimes I buy donkeys because donkeys are a pretty good value. We'll go with copper ore because that's a little bit hard to get sometimes. And I think everything else, flint's a pain in the butt too at times. But everything else like food and stuff, we're pretty good on. Now, I got a value of 26. These animal bones, they're amazing for this. Really, really good for this. So we'll just cash in some animal bones here. And there we go. Thank you for the goods and services. I hope you have a pleasant day. So thankfully we bought that little bit of thatch because I am capped on population right now. Population is 96 of 92. We had a couple of babies, and when that happened, well, we didn't have any room. So with a little bit of extra thatch, we'll be able to put this together. Now, if you wanted to keep growing, you can always use the old tents, you know, but these are much better for capacity, and that's why I focus on them. So if it would be dire, I guess I could use a tent, but for now, the thatch is pretty good. And now our population cap is even, and with the next house, it should turn to 100. And here's the winter. You'll notice that my stables now are all full. Now, being that we are, and there, you see we still multiplying, being that we are very, very low on thatch, we're not going to have the feed. Uh-oh, somebody died of old age. Well, there's more room in the village now. You see, we have no straw to feed our animals. So this happens, and they start slaughtering. But I just go out and tame, and it actually gives me more knowledge points, too, when I do that. So it's the cycle of life, ladies and gentlemen. So the winter time's over. We survived. Got another knowledge point for that. And We starting our little fields. We starting the garden, y'all. The animals are out. Look, my boy chilling over here. My spotted pig. The cow's out. It's such a serene and peaceful environment. If you've ever did any farming work, it's pretty peaceful. It's not easy. In fact, it's really hard. But it's pretty calming. And he's done. He planted the seeds. He's like, I'm good. I'm going home now. Going to rest. And here we go, guys. There is a raider attack. So if we click, you'll see that they're killing dogs out in the fields. Now, they're a posse of, let's see, 4, 7. So we have plenty of people to take care of it. But we don't have the best security. These watchtowers are going to be good. But what we need to do is go into alert mode. So let's go ahead and pause the game. Then we'll go to manage defenses. And we will alert. And there we go. So what alert does is it makes everybody that doesn't have weapons go into the town. Makes the children flee. And everybody gets on high alert, gets their best weapons that are available, and makes it out to the gates where they can defend them. Now, these guys are going to come right here, and watch this. Watch this. I could just pile them up right here and make them attack. Now, we have guardhouses and stuff like that, but this should be interesting to watch. Let's go ahead and get the perspective of the adult female raider. And you can see we're just like laying waste, man. Oh my god. God. We just bottlenecked them, dude, onto that bridge. These bridges was some of the best ideas ever. Like, don't get me wrong, it's nice being able to watch them swim every once in a while and stuff, but not only does it increase efficiency traveling back and forth, it's just great all around. So now that our battle is over, we'll just go to defense and undo it, and that's it. That's it. Everybody goes back to work, business as usual, and I suppose that we're gonna loot any of the raiders. Yeah, it looks like we lost maybe one person there. Yeah, because we had 96. Now we're down to 95. So that battle was pretty successful. I'd love to see what happens when we get to the next age. I'm sure that the raider difficulty will ramp up just a bit. There is no limit to expansion. Consolidation? Does this mean that we can make another village somewhere? Very interesting. Trader has arrived. It's like I just unlocked it when I hit 100 people. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let me look at the things that we can get here. I don't think there's anything that I want right off the top. Although, the charcoal is nice. As well as the copper ore. Because I could smelt all this myself. And the logs. Yeah, 30, that's pretty easy. Let's trade some bones for it. Beautiful. And we have just about enough points to get started here. I don't know how many points it's going to take to unlock some of these, but we'll go ahead and unlock the Bronze Age, and it's going to take 10. And I think the first thing I want to do is set up masonry. And now we have metal alloy. Bronze is the mirror of the form wine of the heart. Holy cow. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Bronze smelting is unlocked. So what I have to do now is find tin, I imagine. There's tin. It's a little bit harder to find. A little bit further on the outskirts. I think I'll just set up some mining here. Compared to where I'm at, it's actually pretty far out. So what we're looking for is little deposits here and there. Hey, here's some. Cool. Okay, so what I'll do is I will set up... Cool, so what I'll do is set up a work area for 10. And let's see, right here. There we go. And we can set it to where there's going to be a few people working on it. Yeah. Copper. Or it doesn't give me the ability to select it as 10. That's a little bit weird. Production limit for copper ore is set to 10. I mean, there's no copper mine here, though. Kind of weird. Can I do it here as well? Let's try it. Place work area. Mine ore. Tell you what, I'll set it for the iron, too. And, no, it still just gives me the copper limit. Okay. So that must be something that's a little bit different here. We'll go ahead and up the number of people that are working on that as well. And we should be good to go for 10 now. I can actually make mines with this too. Let's see, metallurgy, charcoal pit, pit furnace, metalsmith, tin mine. Yeah, let's make a tin mine here. And we can do the same thing right here. And that'll make for a little bit more resources that we can extract from it. Metallurgy, tin mine, boom. Beautiful. And now that we have 11 points, let's go ahead and unlock masonry. And we can see what we need for houses here. So we have a few houses that we can upgrade. Instead of just building a house straight up, you can upgrade to a roundhouse. It's going to take stone, wood, more thatch, and sticks. I was hoping that it wouldn't take more thatch because that's the stuff that's pretty hard for me to come across. So I'm thinking I might do like a wide scale operation. The thing about this is when you start upgrading a house, they break it down first. And until they have the right materials, they won't just put it together. So what I think I'm going to do here is let's go ahead and recycle a couple of these. Because we really don't need all of these things for haystacks. And let's see if they'll just take care of it. Yep, they will. They'll get them out the way for me. And now I can go into building, residence, roundhouse, and set it up just like that. Look at that. And they should start delivering materials, but I'm going to need a little bit more in the way of thatch and stuff. So I do have a ton of trees here. I think I might just put in a work order to clear a lot of these trees because I have areas that are good for wood and stuff like that. So let's see here. Work area, collect wild plants. No, we don't want that. We want work area of... Oh, this is where I was gathering sticks. You see, I don't know if I want to do that anymore then. See, that's a big deal right there. So what I could do is set up a really large field here. They have quite a bit of trees that I haven't cleared out of this area. So let's see here. Cut down trees. Let's cut down all of this. So I would think taking out too many trees would kill the animal population around here, but it doesn't at all. Like, there's still tons and tons and tons of animals. Let's get all of this out the way. This is a baby tree. I can't do anything with it. There we go. And what we can do is, like, plant... I don't know. We're going to be able to do beer, like brewing and stuff. Let's see what that entails. There's a trader that's arrived, first of all. I don't know why I always press that button. Yeah, we definitely want thatch. Always. Always and forever. Let's get some tin ore. Ooh, horse domestication for 300. So we could buy this skill without actually paying for it. And it's overpriced for 434. Let's see if we could pull this off. We have so many dry skins. Let's go ahead and get rid of some dry skins here. Let's get rid of all the bones that we have. And we're only at 171. We'll get rid of some wool cloth, which is worth a lot. Wow. Like a lot. Whoo, and we just bought a horse domestication. Nice. Instead of having to pay for it, which is really, really good. That saves me like 10 knowledge points. So I wouldn't have to worry about that. So now we can focus on things like sword making and brewing, which I was just talking about. So we need rye for this, I believe, for beer at least. Let's see. Brewing unlocks the production of beer, which can help control morale in the settlement. Hell yeah. And it takes... Beer is a mild alcoholic drink obtained by brewing grain with water. It has boosting effect on the morale. So I don't think it matters what kind of grain. So we're going to split up this field here. We can do barley. That's as big as we can do for barley. Let's do emmer. Einkorn. And rye. We can actually fit more too. I'm going to do a second patch of rye here. Very, very nice. And I'll do another patch of emmer as well. Now that's a field, y'all. Wow. Ooh, that's gonna be some work right there. We might need to add another bridge to this situation. There we go. It's kind of wonky the way it wanted to do it, but hey, oh well. And here we go with another raider attack. Oh, they coming in for the fields? Y'all gonna do it again, ain't y'all? All right. Red alert, everybody. Red alert. Everybody runs inside. Oh, y'all so screwed, man. Y'all are so screwed. Here we go. The guard tower's shooting. Get them, boys. Look, the dogs on them. Oh no, I gotta see this. I gotta see the dogs on them. Oh my gosh. Oh, they got my dogs. They got the dogs, man. But we successfully defended against the raider attack. Oh man. Very nice job, y'all. Very nice job. You tired, B? I guess so. You need to go to sleep. And we're harvesting them for weapons. Wow. Crazy, man. Alright, y'all. Here's the construction of the first roundhouse. We got enough thatch to do it. No thanks to our field because it's not ready yet. But our other crops are bringing in the thatch. So very little. But this will help feed our animals too. So I'm not really worried about that. So let's take a look at this thing, though. Yeah, this looks nice, man. This is a nice touch. Stone bottoms and stuff, too. Amazing. Let's speed it up a little bit. See how this process goes. Alright, they got some stilting. This is just like that survival video that I watched about making the thatch huts, but a little bit more advanced, you know? If you ever interested in this type of stuff, there's a channel on YouTube called Primitive Technology. It's amazing what people did before our time, man. It's so crazy. All right, Nathan should start stacking up the thatch. Look at this. And that's it. It's all done, man. Look at this puppy. So, comparatively, we can hold 5 adults, and it contained 10 items of the same type with 5 slots, versus these regular huts can hold 4 adults and 4 items. So it's an upgrade. I don't know how well of an upgrade it is, but it's an upgrade. I could probably think that, unless I would be really, really hard-pressed for room, that these thatch huts can stay, and I can just put more of the roundhouses up in different areas, like these areas. But I'm pretty happy of the progress now. I might do one more video, guys, getting to some of the last stages of the game, if the content is a lot different. I'm looking forward to the development of this one. I've really enjoyed playing it. I found myself playing it quite a bit yesterday on my own accord, and really enjoying it, as well as the live stream that I did. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video too. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Ulgen signing off. We'll see you next time.